you clicked on the channel because you thought the title was interesting, or maybe you liked the thumbnail, whatever it might be. But today, I need your help. I need your vote, and I'm going to do this in two ways. I'm going to add up all the results between the comments section here on this video and my Twitter poll that I'm going to run, but I have a decision that I have to make here with the team that I feel like I need to make, and I want your guys' help with. So I have multiple options here on this decision, and just jumping right into the decision, I need to move on from Francisco Liriano, or at least I feel like I do. Currently speaking, he is at a 65, but with confidence boosted, he's a 70. The only reason that he has confidence boosted right now, if I go ahead and scroll down, is primarily because of the rest of the team's performance and everything like that, and his contract. He's making too much money, in my opinion, over $1 million for his performance. I mean, his performance is utterly terrible. I was just leading a game right before I started making this video where I was up 9-0, and then he came into the game and gave up multiple home runs. And so his ERA is terrible. It's at a 9.42, and what I need your help deciding is what exactly I should do for this this bullpen spot. That I need somebody reliable, somebody that can come in and basically give a spot start every now and then if I need him, if my starters are out of energy, or somebody that can come in and play like 5 or 6 innings if somebody else needs to come out of the game for whatever reason. I need a guy that can do that, and I can trust to not have to give up a whole bunch of home runs. Now, the reason I'm running a poll is because I have multiple how do I want to say this, candidates for that job, and there's pluses and minuses to all of them. Now, the first candidate that I have here for you guys is Dallas Keuchel. Dallas Keuchel is still a free agent this far into the season, and so his overall has gone down just a little bit from where he began. He's an 81 overall. I would probably sign him to a big deal. As you can see, I'd have to pay him big money in order to bring him in. So that's something worth noting, is that if we brought in somebody this good, we'd have to pay them a lot of money, and that could cause problems for us with re-signing other players. So if you guys want to see me bring in Dallas Keuchel, please let me know down in the comment section, and let me know on my Twitter poll if that's the person you would like to see me bring in his position. Now, I did look at some of these other starting pitchers here in free agency, but nobody really sparked my interest. But what I did was I went over to trades and went to the trade block, and there is one starting pitcher on the trade block that I'm particularly interested in, and I just messed that up, so give me 1 second. I'm interested in Jose Urena, the starting pitcher for the Marlins, a guy that is 3-4, has a 3.66 ERA, so somebody that's not performing particularly well. He's the second pitcher on the Marlins, so not really performing up to where he should be in that spot, but somebody that can come into our bullpen and do quite a bit. Now the problem with this is he is young and has quite a bit of value, so it's going to take a lot in order to trade. Just to give you guys an idea of trading, flipping a 77 for a 70, that's what it's going to get. And then if I put in like 2 more average players, I'm not going to be able to get him. So I have to trade away a pretty good prospect in this trade in order to be able to bring back Urena. So if this is a guy that you guys would like to see me bring in, let me know, like I said, down in the comment section or in the Twitter poll. This is one that I would be really excited to do, but I kept doing the trades. I kept trying to plug it into a trade and couldn't get one to work that I exactly liked. So if I do this one, it's going to be a trade that I slightly dislike, from the fact that I'm going to have to give up a prospect that I like. But that's not the end of the world if we're getting a guy that can really be reliable for us in the bullpen, and can go a few innings and can even give a spot start every now and then. So that's somebody that I would be excited to try and get. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. And then there was one more pitcher that I'm going to put in the poll. And this is an interesting one. Felix Hernandez at one point in his career was one of the best pitchers in the league, and that's why you see that he has a ridiculous salary at $27 million. But in recent years, he's had like a 5 or 6 ERA, so he's not been producing up to that level. This is somebody that I know I can pitch really well with, and I know would fill the role really well. This is somebody that I know I could trade for, and the value will probably make sense. The problem with it is that $27 million salary. So looking at it, I want to look at his contract and see how many years are left. So it would just be this year that we would have to eat that $27 million salary. And the purpose of this move is to bring in somebody that will help propel us into the playoffs this year. So the fact of the matter is I can certainly sign him once he hits free agency in the offseason if they don't choose to re-sign him. But I'm looking for something here and now. So those are my three options. Those are the pluses and minuses of them. And in addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the trade block and show you guys maybe a couple other guys that could potentially come in and fill that spot. So if you look starting pitcher-wise, there are a few pretty good pitchers, but I'm obviously looking for lower-end players that could potentially fill in the role. The one other guy that I was looking at that I think would cost maybe a little bit too much would be Julio Teheran. Now, he has a $5.4 million salary, which is pretty significant for a player of only a 73 overall. But he does have B potential, and he's technically injured. So he wouldn't be able to play for us for 5 to 6 months. So I don't even know if that would be within the season. That's probably not even within the season. So let me maybe scratch that idea. Let's see if there's anybody else here, starting pitcher-wise. There's not really anybody else here. But I do want to give you guys another heads up that I did go out and add one player. And here's what I did. Just as assurance for this spot, to give me a little bit of a better feeling as to what I could do with this spot, I went out and I brought in Big Sexy. I went out in free agency and brought in Bartolo Colon, who is still a 67 overall and is a player that I know I can do well with, but his stats aren't very good. So we'll see. I might throw him into the rotation and see if I can do anything with him, and then if I can't, I'll release him. I only signed him to a very cheap contract, $450,000, as sort of a proof. But we'll see what we can do there. So I'll put up the poll. It's basically between Dallas Keuchel, Urania, and then Felix Hernandez. So let me know. I'll also put in an other option in there. That way, if there's another guy you guys really want me to target, you guys can let me know in the comment section or on Twitter, on the Twitter poll in the comments. Those are the options. Let me know, guys. I need your help, because I don't really know what to do with this. And I'd rather see it be somebody that you guys want to see me pitch with and add to the rotation. Or, if you want to see me try and tough it out with Liriano and stick it out, I'd be up for that too. I don't necessarily plan on trading him away unless I need to put him into the trade. I planned on maybe dropping him to the single A and just letting him figure himself out and then bring him back up at some point. But at that point, I think I would have to... I'd have to put him through waivers. So if I go through to my roster, go to relief pitcher and go to Liriano, if I moved him to Class A, yeah, he'd have to go through waivers. So that's something to keep in mind whenever you guys make this decision. So let me know. Leave a like on the video if you guys are interested in how this move turns out. Let me know in the comment section and on Twitter what move you think we should make specifically. And I hope that you guys give me a good option here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what that'll be, but I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.